Hey everybody, it's the Doll Boy, and today I'm doing a Monster High reroute that I've wanted to do for such a long time. Gilda Goldstag from Monster High is one of the dolls that I've always really admired, but was never able to get my hands on for a price that was reasonable enough for me. That's because I purely wanted her to customize and give a full head of hair to. If you enjoy these types of doll makeover videos, make sure to give this video a thumbs up already and subscribe to my channel for many more doll transformations. A while back, I was browsing through AliExpress when I found this Gilda doll head. Then after waiting for quite a while for this doll head to arrive, I was finally able to start this project. Gilda's horns are able to come off, which is gonna be really nice during the reroute process. Since I was only able to find the head on AliExpress, I decided to put her on a Jennifer body, which is a pretty decent match to the golden skin tone Gilda has. For this doll, my initial plan was to give her long brown hair inspired by Maleficent and some customs that I've seen online. However, right after getting this doll, I gave Gilda a bright pink ponytail extension, which made me really interested in rerouting this doll in long pink hair to stay closer to her original Monster High design. Since I really couldn't make up my mind, I posted a poll on my Instagram stories and let my followers decide for me. If you want to have a say in these types of decisions next time, make sure to follow me on Instagram too, @thedollboy. Then after all the votes were in, you can see that the majority of people wanted me to reroute Gilda with pink hair. I did want the pink to be really dimensional with a lot of high and low lights. So for this reroute, I'm going to use 3 shades of pink from the Doll Planet hair. This pink color carnation is pretty close to a perfect color match for Gilda's original hair color, so that is gonna be the main color that I'm using in the hair. For the highlights, I'm also gonna be adding the pink ivory and metallic blush pink. To start off the process, I'm taking off the horns and cutting away all of the original hair as close to the head as possible. I honestly don't know if the original released Gilda's horns also comes off, but for me it really helped that they did on this particular doll. Then I fill up a cup with very hot water and dip in the doll's head to soften up the plastic. This allows me to take the head off the body once again. After that, I take my pliers from the Doll Planet hair, insert those through the neck hole, and start scraping the inside of the head. This pulls out all of that leftover hair to the inside of the head and leaves you with a very nice looking bald head. The inside of this head is still filled with all of that hair gunk, so to take that out, I once again take those pliers to pull everything out of the head. The great thing about Monster High doll heads is that these leftovers usually come out in big chunks because of how the hair is glued on the inside of the head. After finishing this up, you've got a really nice bald doll head that's ready for the reroute. And then I take my DGHQ nylon hair and start preparing that for my reroute. For this, I thoroughly spray the hair with water and comb it out really well. Then I just start laying out a bunch of sections of hair like I always do to help me work neater and have a bunch of hair strands ready to go. I also add some pink ivory to my table already that I mixed in with some Coronation Pink. That's because I want the highlights in the hairline to be very subtle, and blending the two colors together makes those highlights blend in a lot better with that main dark pink color. To add the hair to the head, I'm using my Reroot tool that I got from the Doll Planet Hair. Once again, I'm taking off the horns from Gilda's head, and as you can see, this doll head is already nice and flexible as is, which allows me to go in and reroot her straight away. To get the new hair in the head, I take one of the strands I separated and wrap it around my finger. This allows you to pick it up with your Reroot tool, so you can push it into one of the holes in the doll's head. This is how you simply want to go all around the head to attach each single strand. For me, I always prefer to start on the hairline, and for this particular doll, I'm alternating between the dark strands and the highlighted pink strands about every 2 to 3 holes to get a subtle highlight effect. After finishing that hairline, I move on to the part line. I attached one of the horns to see where I want the part to go, because I want to give Gilda a side part that's right behind her horn, which should be right about there. In this step, I'm using my easy part line method, where I simply root one very dense row of hair straight from the front to the back. For this, I'm using thicker sections than I normally do, so I can later split this row in half. For the hairline, I'm only using the dark pink color to get a very even base in the hair color. As you can see, there are already some highlighted pieces at the front from the hairline, which gives her that subtle money piece look that you know I love so much. Then once I rooted the part, I can split that into two by dragging my point comb through it, showing you the very neat parting. I am gonna go around that with lighter colors to make sure that there's also some highlights at the very top. These highlights will look very nice and blended because of that solid pink part line. After that, I just go around the head and fill up the inside of the hair. Here I am using all 3 of the pink colors to create that blended, highlighted look I'm going for. I decided to focus most of the highlights in the front and also still use a lot of that base color, because I do want that to be the main color in the hair. After filling up the entire head, I twist all the hair out of the way and take my Fabri-Tac glue. I use this to glue the inside of the head to really lock in all that hair I added. I then go in with a Q-tip and swirl that around the inside of the head to ensure an even distribution of the glue. After letting that dry overnight, I finally was able to put the head back to Jennifier's body. I brush out the hair again really well and find back the part that I rooted. Then I take my bowl of boiling water and dip in the head. For this, I hold the hair very well to keep the part neat, and then brush it out once again. I also dip in the ends of the hair in the hot water to smooth them out. Then I also gave a simple haircut and curl to the hair off camera to make her look like this. I really love the way this reroot came out, and I hope you liked it too. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more doll reroots like this. And if you have suggestions for any other Monster High doll I should reroot, definitely let me know in the comments. Then to see more pictures of my dolls, follow me on Instagram as well, @thedollboy. See you next time!